So today we need to talk about Baldur's Gate 3's Steam player count numbers that's behaving extraordinarily well on the charts itself. Now, just looking at the player count list, we do expect fluctuations when it comes to games like MMOs or multiplayer shooters like Destiny. Whenever there's a new update, a new skin, a new patch, you expect some fluctuation. But for BG3, which is a single player role-playing game, it has no business having the kind of renaissance performance that it has. Let us look at how much of an anomaly this game is, right? It launched in August 3rd, 2023 with a number of 875k. For the next 3 to 4 months, you have a natural kind of dip which happened to all games, right? September 584k, October 333k, and November 202k. Now come December, it went up by 25%. Now these numbers are huge. You may, factor it in that it's the holiday season, there are some sales, some gift purchase going on, people take time off work and school, but still, this is an anomaly in every sense of the word for the numbers to go up. Remember, this is primarily a single player game. And as we last spoke in January, the numbers went even higher, up to 292k. Now these are huge numbers, as I said again, and let's look at some of the very obvious reasons as to why the game is performing so well. It's actually pretty simple. The game is extremely good. Right, first and foremost, it is the game of the year 2023. Many content creators would label it as the game of a generation, or at least the game of the decade. I quote from Forbes, it is an elaborately woven tale of character development and creative gameplay in the vein of Dungeons & Dragons that will stun almost any player, even those new to TTRPGs. Now, the second factor would be really how huge, deep, and immersive this game actually is, right? That gives the game a lot of longevity in terms of its gameplay. You probably can blitz through the game in your first playthrough really quickly, couple hours, and you reach Act 3 and you fight the boss. But if you want to play the game proper, investigate all the different areas that is worth exploring, having a new class, exploring ways to get new gear, new playstyle that comes along with a new class, different interactions with all the various characters in the game, you can easily squeeze more than 100 hours into each playthrough, I believe. So this makes replayability of the game hugely satisfying and rewarding. So it is no surprise, right, when these two factors come together, that people are coming back to the game and replaying it in a different way and finding a lot of joy in the game itself again. So this is a wow anomaly, as we have said. The game is not slowing down, and it sparks an interesting discussion when you compare it to many other AAA titles that the mega corporations come up with. So other games in those huge AAA titles would have lots of microtransactions, a lot of monetization, live service to try to squeeze out as much money as possible for you to get loot boxes, cosmetics, new skins and stuff. But BG3, what you pay is what you get. Larian Studios, being the independent studio that they are very talented in that sense and sort of have their gamers' integrity very much on the correct path to give gamers actually what we really want, right? So I don't know, I hope that the gaming industry would take note of Larian's success, which I believe most of them would. It's hard to ignore a success and a colossus like BG3. I'm talking about BioWare, who making the new Dragon Age and Mass Effect, or CDPR, who's coming out with a new Witcher and Cyberpunk 2 Project Orion. There's a lot to learn from the success of BG3, that there is actually a market and an audience who would appreciate effort and integrity in the game that respects basically the intelligence of the gaming community, right? Give us basically what we want and not try to fleece us and lowball us with monetization and cheap tricks like that. So this is me signing off. Have a good day, right? I hope you are enjoying your playthrough in BG3. See you.